welcome back to my channel, Planty Princess 92. My name's Ashley, and in today's video I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about grow lights and the grow light I chose to buy for my grow tent. So I recently just got a VivoSun grow tent. It's one of those grow tents that is lined with Mylar, and it's 5 feet long, 5 feet wide, and almost 7 feet in height. So now when looking for a grow light, there's so many different factors to take into account in choosing a grow light that best fits your needs and the needs for your plants. For me, I was looking for an extremely powerful LED grow light, and I did a little research. I checked out a few different lights, and without going out of my budget, I guess, that I was looking to spend, I found the best grow light that fits my needs. So I decided to go with the VivoSun Cree 1200 watt COB LED grow light. Now, this is a medium wattage, medium range COB LED. I'm sure most of you know what LED stands for, but for those of you who don't, LED stands for a light emitting diode. So basically it's a special type of semiconductor device that emits visible light when an electrical current passes through it. There's a lot more that we could get into, but for the sake of this video, we'll save that for another time. Now that we know what the LED stands for, COB is another, I guess, letter formation. I don't know what it would technically be called, but it stands for chip on board. So basically it refers to the way that the LED light is mounted. It's basically a bare LED chip that comes in, that's mounted directly to a substrate to produce the LED rays. So I believe they're the ones that are in these big bubbles. Now, COB LEDs have many advantages over like older LED technology, which brings me to the first reason why I decided to go with this grow light. COB technology allows for a much higher packing density of the LED array. So improved lumen density, basically. And with these types of lights, you're able to get a higher intensity, yet still significantly reducing the energy consumption of the LED array while keeping the light output consistent. So simply put, the COB LEDs, they're brighter, they consume less power, and put out a higher quality beam of light. While we're talking about lighting, this grow light is full spectrum with 3 different modes. So there's switches on the back, and one switch flips the vegetation grow lights on, one switch flips the bloom stage grow lights on, and then you also have a mode where you can flip them both, so you have both the vegetation and the bloom lights on at the same time. So as you know, each plant has a different stages of growth, which require different spectrums of light. So for example, initial germination stage for seedlings require more of a blue spectrum light, while flowering stages require more of a red spectrum light. So having this, being able to control the spectrums of light that you're giving your different stages of plant growth is a really big plus when you're growing plants from little seedlings, or even from younger plants to mature adult plants. Now, the second reason why I chose this grow light is because it facilitates that separate vegetation and bloom switch, but also allowing the combination of both as well. And here I'll insert a picture of the full spectrum lights and the wavelengths that this light provides. So it's equipped with full spectrum. And it also has the capabilities to promote overall plant growth and development. Another very important feature when selecting a grow light is definitely a cooling system. Because if you have a light that obviously produces heat, and you're running it for long periods of time, but have no circulation in your grow tent to take that heat out, you're gonna overheat your grow tent, you're gonna burn your plants. And also, if you do not have a cooling system, such as a fan that's in your grow light, it could get too hot, and again, it will just raise the temperature up in that grow tent or an enclosed space. This specific grow light actually has a pretty powerful cooling system that eminently manages the heat in your growing space, which for me, like I said, will be the grow tent. This light has 2 big fans as compared to other grow lights that have 4 or more littler fans, making it much more efficient as well as quieter while it's running. And it also has a heat sink attached to its casing, which makes that a big plus as well. Now, the coverage area that's recommended for this grow light, now as I mentioned, mine is 5x5 by 6.8. But the recommended coverage area for this specific grow light is 4x4, 5x5, or 8x4. So this is going to be perfect for the amount of coverage that I need it for. Now, this light includes obviously the light, it includes the hanging strips that you're looking for, it includes an adjustable rope, it includes the 6-foot power cord, and it includes your handy dandy user manual. Now, actually in this user manual, it kind of explains a few different things, but it explains the parameter of how high you want to hang your light, how to install it and hang it, obviously. And then it also gives you a little report on the test LED levels for the light. So the vegetation report, the bloom report, and then also the vegetation and bloom report of the wavelengths that benefits the plants, which is nice because you get to kind of check that out and you can compare that to other lights as well. The one thing this light does not have, which for me was not a deciding factor, it does not have a timer. Now, obviously, timers do benefit a lot of people, especially when you're on a very busy schedule and you don't have to worry about remembering to turn it on or remembering to turn it off. But because that's such an easy fix, I didn't let that decide what light I was going to get. So simple fixes are, I could wake up in the morning and easily turn it on and then come home and turn it off before I go to bed. Or, and I use these for the fan in my other grow tent, as well as a light that I have in another area of my home. Little outlet timers. So basically you plug that into the wall, set the timer on how many hours you want it on, how many hours you want it off, plug that in, turn your light on, and then you don't have to worry about it. It will go on and off due to how you set the timer. So like I said, when you are looking at what you want in a grow light, you want to focus on the more permanent features rather than something that can be solved. Some facts for using a grow light. Now these just came with this grow light in general, but really this goes for all grow lights. So the first fact was, what is the recommended height to hang your grow light above your plants? So for the vegetation and blooming stage, a good height to hang your grow light above your plants would be 24 to 36 inches above the top of the plant. Suggested light schedule. So a suggested light schedule for most plants would be very satisfied with 18 hours or 16 hours on and then 8 hours off. So in general, that would be a really good schedule for most of the plants that you and I are growing in our homes. Also, it's very important to have a fan and or ventilation when using grow light in a grow tent or any enclosed area, because like I said before, it will maintain that proper temperature and keep your plants and your space from getting too overheated. I hope this helped you learn a little bit about grow lights, what you want to look for in a grow light that you would like to buy for your space. And I hope this gave you a good insight on the Vivo Sun grow light. This was one of my favorite grow lights. It's actually relatively not that expensive. I think this runs maybe around 200. So, I mean, for how big it is, for the space it covers and the features it has, it's actually very reasonably priced. Thank you guys again for joining me in another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested in the content I provide. And as always, every plant's a princess. Bye.